Discover a new kind of fashion doll. Discover Barbie's cousin, new Francie with growing pretty hair. Long hair, short hair, just a full grows at any length you want hair. Shiny hair, silky hair. Change it as easy as you change your costume's hair. Discover combing, braiding, styling. Discover Mattel's new Francie with growing pretty hair.
Ruth Handler was an American businesswoman born on November 4, 1916 in Denver, Colorado. After graduating high school, Ruth married Elliot Handler and they moved to Los Angeles. Ruth and Elliot began a furniture business and landed contracts with several companies, including Douglas Aircraft. Ruth's husband started another company with Matt Matson to manufacture picture frames, and they called it Mattel by combining the first syllables of their first name. Matson sold his share of the company due to health problems, and Ruth took his position. Years later, Ruth observed how her daughter acted out future events when playing with paper dolls. She also noticed how the paper clothing of the doll did not attach well and suggested making a three-dimensional plastic doll with fabric clothing. But Mattel executives did not believe her idea would sell. After vacationing in Germany, Ruth brought home a Build Lily doll, a German fashion doll based on the comic strip character Lily. The doll was similar to Ruth's pit. While at home, Ruth worked on redesigns of the doll and called it Barbie, naming it after her daughter Barbara. Barbie was introduced at the New York Toy Fair on March 9, 1959, but did not garner much attention. Mattel decided to invest in television advertisements after Disney introduced the Mickey Mouse Club television show, and the Barbie was shown on TV commercials, quickly rising to fame. The Handlers had a son shortly after, and he inspired them to create Ken, a boyfriend for Barbie. Ruth's life took a dark turn in the 1970s when she was diagnosed with breast cancer and later investigated for producing fraudulent financial reports and eventually charged with fraud and false reporting to the Secretaries of Exchange Commission. Ruth had to pay a fine of $57,000 and a sentence to 2,500 hours of community service. This led her to resign from her position at Mattel, but she continued to work on new ideas. She was one of the writers for the 1987 animated television special Barbie and the Rockers Out of This World. In 1997, Ruth was inducted into the Junior Achievements U.S. Business Hall of Fame. 5 years later, in 2002, Ruth died from colon cancer at the age of 85.